Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are walking down the most cursed stretch of pavement in America, Clinton Road. They say people vanish here, they say shadows follow you, they say this place will swallow your courage whole. But I'm here to tell you this. The real horror isn't the ghosts on this road, it's the fear that lives inside you. If you can face the darkness here, if you can take one more step when everything tells you to turn back, then you can conquer any road in your life. Stay with me, because what we're about to see on this cursed road will horrify you, but it will also show you how powerful you really are. Fear is the oldest companion of humanity, hiding in shadows, creeping through silence, and whispering into our minds when we least expect it. Clinton Road is not just a stretch of cracked pavement running through the woods, it is the embodiment of those fears that we try so hard to bury. People say the road is cursed, that it is haunted, that unspeakable things have happened there, and they are right in one way. The road has become a mirror. It reflects everything we fear most, not just in the dark woods, but inside ourselves. When the stories tell us to turn back, when the air grows colder and silence presses against us, the real terror is not the road, it is the doubt in our own hearts. We build monsters in our minds far greater than anything waiting outside, and the only way to destroy those monsters is to walk directly toward them. Fear has a strange power. It paralyzes, it twists reality, and it convinces us that standing still is the safest option. But fear exists for one purpose: to be faced. Imagine walking down Clinton Road at midnight, every step heavier than the last, hearing every snap of a twig like a scream. The instinct is to freeze, to retreat, to escape before the unknown consumes us. Yet progress has never come from retreat. Every person has ever accomplished something extraordinary has walked into their own version of Clinton Road. They've faced rumors, doubts, obstacles, and voices telling them to stop. The road is just a stage, a test, where we learn that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to keep moving despite it. Every chilling legend surrounding that place is just another voice telling you, don't go further. Isn't that what life does too? You want to dream bigger, start something new, break away from the ordinary, and suddenly people warn you it's dangerous, impossible, foolish. Clinton Road is life condensed into a single stretch of darkness. It dares you to either surrender or step forward. The shadows whisper the same doubts you've heard your whole life, but on this road, you can't ignore them. You face them with each breath, each step, each decision to continue forward when everything inside you screams to run. That is where strength is born. The most dangerous thing about fear is not that it scares us, but that it convinces us to live small. The road looks terrifying from the outside, but once you step onto it, you realize that the real curse is hesitation. Fear wants you to stay home, to avoid the journey, to never test yourself against the unknown. Clinton Road is like a living reminder that the scariest things in life are often nothing more than stories we've repeated too many times. Yes, you hear the voices, you feel the dread, you sense the presence of something watching, but the deeper truth is that it's not the ghosts that stop you, it's your own belief in them. When you walk forward, despite the terror, something powerful happens inside of you. Each heartbeat, each shaky breath, each uneasy step becomes proof that you are capable of more than you believed. Fear wants you to quit, but courage is forged in persistence. It doesn't matter if your hands shake or if our legs feel heavy. The fact that you are moving means fear is losing. And the more you walk, the more you realize that the road doesn't change. What changes is you. That is the hidden lesson of Clinton Road. Fear is only as powerful as the space you give it. The road is haunted not because of ghosts, but because of the stories people carry into it. Life works the same way. Every obstacle we face is made heavier by the weight of our own imagination. We exaggerate failures before they happen. We create worst-case scenarios before they arrive, and we convince ourselves that the road is cursed before we even set foot on it. But when you finally decide to walk it, when you take those first trembling steps into the unknown, the curse loses its grip. You realize the only chains holding you back were the ones you put on yourself. Walking down that cursed stretch is like peeling away layers of weakness. With every forward step, you strip off doubt, hesitation, insecurity, and fear. The deeper you go, the more you transform. You stop asking, what if something goes wrong? And you start declaring, even if it does, I will keep moving. That is the mindset of courage, not the guarantee of safety, but the commitment to continue no matter what. Clinton Road doesn't care if you are scared. It only responds to persistence. And life works exactly the same way. The world doesn't reward those who avoid fear. It rewards those who walk straight into it. The greatest horror on that road isn't the shadows or the legends, it's the possibility of turning back and never discovering what you could have become. That's the real curse. Living with the knowledge that you stopped just short of greatness because fear convinced you to quit. Think about how many people never start their dream, never speak their truth, never take their shot because they were waiting for fear to disappear. But fear never disappears. It waits, it tests, it demands to be faced. Clinton Road shows us that fear is permanent, but so is courage, if we choose to ignite it. When you leave that road, you don't just leave with a story of surviving a haunted place. You leave with the knowledge that you survived yourself. You prove that your courage is stronger than your fear, that your will is louder than the whispers, that your heart beats louder than the silence. That is the victory, not escaping the horror, but refusing to let the horror define you. Every step forward becomes a declaration. Fear does not own me. Fear does not control me. Fear does not dictate the limits of my life. And once you taste that freedom, once you feel that power, nothing in this world can stop you. Fear exists to be faced. Clinton Road is only terrifying if you let it be. The real power is always inside you, waiting to be awakened by the challenge. So when you stand before your own haunted road, don't wait for courage to show up before you take a step. Take the step first, and courage will follow. Because the truth is, what horrifies us most is not the road. It's the possibility that we will never find out who we could have been if we had only dared to walk it. The strange truth about fear is that it never fully goes away. No matter how strong you become, no matter how many haunted roads you've conquered, fear will always be waiting at the next bend. People think bravery means you stop feeling afraid, but that is a lie. Bravery means you feel the fear fully and still take that step forward. On Clinton Road, the fear rises like a storm around you, making your heart pound harder than it should, making the shadows feel alive. But when you walk anyway, when you refuse to turn around, the storm weakens. It cannot stop you, because fear is not stronger than a steady step. Every moment you keep moving is proof that fear has limits, while your willpower does not. There is something liberating about realizing fear cannot kill you. It may shake you, it may rattle you, it may make you feel weak, but it cannot end you. The shadows on Clinton Road can terrify, but they cannot touch the fire inside you unless you hand it to them. And in life, fear cannot steal your potential unless you surrender it. That realization is like armor. Once you know that fear cannot break you, you stop bowing to it. You stop giving it control over your choices. Instead, you walk with your head high, even when the path is dark, because you know the truth. Fear may be loud, but courage is louder when you choose to listen. Walking Clinton Road becomes symbolic of something greater, the journey through every haunted corner of your own mind. The ghosts on the road are nothing compared to the ghosts of your regrets, your failures, your self-doubt. But every step you take down that cursed street is practice for facing the real battles inside. It teaches you that the monsters we fear most aren't in the woods, they are in our reflections. And once you conquer them here, once you stand tall in the middle of the dark road, you realize you can face anything. If you can survive your own mind, then no curse, no legend, no horror story can defeat you. And finally, when you reach the end of the road, you understand the greatest secret. It was never about Clinton Road at all. It was never about the curse or the legends or the shadows. It was about you. It was about proving that you have the strength to walk through fear without letting it consume you. The road ends, but the courage you build there stays with you forever. Every challenge after that feels smaller. Every fear after that feels weaker. Every obstacle after that feels conquerable. Because once you've faced the darkness and walked through it, you understand that no matter how horrifying the path looks, you are always capable of surviving it,